I'm Joanne Arsenal, Director of Business Development. We're here today talking about scalability, specifically in the MDU space. Here we're looking at a base system that would be typically integrated into an MDU. We have our DIN AP4R processor, we have a wireless gateway, and we have our PoE switch. This is an actual backbone of a basic system that you would integrate into an MDU. And as you can see, since the AP4R is specifically designed to be DIN rail mounted, it is the perfect solution for small to medium spaces like the MDUs, where space and room is at a premium. So here we do have that base system. Here we can actually help the dealers to envision that. We have the true depiction of what that system could be comprised of. So we have our base system right here, and all of the different components that can be added to that system to make that a whole functioning system. We have our dimmers, our touchscreen, our thermostat. We also have a bill of materials that would go along with this base system. Some of the resources that we also have for our dealers, we have our design guide. So perhaps this is inspiration for a dealer that has not yet designed a system. Now let's talk about scalability within the entire building. So we're going to show you how easy it is to push that same configuration that we did in that base unit off to other processors to outfit the entire building. We're going to choose our language. We know that we don't need to create a new system. We'll import the system using the deployment code. We'll enter that deployment code that we got at the system configuration. And then we have a series of confirmation screens so that we want to make sure that we're deploying that same confirmation, that configuration, to the additional processors. Once we're done with that, we've pushed that same configuration out to those additional processors. We can go to site, discover and assign devices, and that unit is complete. So now we've deployed that same configuration to multiple units. We can now go to site, discover and assign the devices, and that unit is complete. So we've configured that system, we've deployed that to multiple processors for multiple units within that building. Now, managing the entire building and managing all of those units is going to be key to the success of this deployment, to the success of this installation. And now we'll bring in Michelle Gus to talk about one of our partners that makes that happen.
Thanks, Joanne. Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Gus and I am our Vice President of Hospitality. So Joanne did a great walkthrough of deploying Crestron Home on a very large scale to all the units that would go into a property. As she mentioned, it's critical to be able to easily manage all of those systems, and we have an amazing third-party partner called Bodhi that we can actually integrate Crestron Home with to create a beautiful dashboard that makes the entire building very easy to manage by the property management company based upon an entire floor of that building, or even drilling down to the individual units themselves and all of the devices. It can send alerts ahead of time, and it can even integrate with property management systems and building management systems to add some great new features to Crestron Home that you may have never seen before. So what we're showcasing here on this part of the wall are some new integrations that we have using the power of Bodhi to enhance Crestron Home and integrate new features like being able to request a car from the valet. If there are other amenities offered, things like housekeeping services, that can also be requested right through the Crestron Home app. And we even have the ability to notify if packages have arrived at the property and if maintenance is needed. So it really takes Crestron Home and just makes that client's life that much easier and enhances their lifestyle that much more. It is extremely powerful. Another cool thing to point out here is actually this guest access QR code. When someone might be using a property for a rental unit, they may not want to give access to the full Crestron Home app. So by this guest access QR code, the guest can actually scan that code and be able to control the entire home with Bodhi and Crestron Home just by using a link versus having to use the entire app. Another important feature that we're adding with our partner 2End is access control. This is the new 2N door station here. It's built specifically for MDUs. You can actually see all of the different units come up. When a guest arrives, rather than that owner having to go down to let them in, that guest can simply notify the unit. It will ring to the Crestron touchscreen. It will bring up the camera control, and that guest can then be let in right from the comfort and convenience of their own home using the power of Crestron Home. To learn more, visit Crestron.com.